Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Let me just start off by saying that I love Indiana Jones films. To me, the first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark, is probably the best action film ever made. Definitely one of the top 100 films ever made. Mad Max Fury Road, possibly a close second. But I love the Indiana Jones series. Spielberg's favorite Indiana Jones is the Search for the Holy Grail, the third one. To me, that was probably my least favorite. A lot of people didn't like the Crystal Palace or the Crystal Skull. The fourth one, I really enjoyed it. I actually liked it a lot more than other people did. They were able to make him look like he's younger in, flashbacks, but I was still a little bit skeptical. And seeing it with good reason. I don't think they've mastered the special effects on de-aging that well. There was always a little something missing. I don't know, the way he walks. It actually could be just that he's old too, and they have the actual body of Harrison Ford moving around. But to me, it kind of threw the action sequences off. And also, I think the action sequences were just a little bit off in the current Harrison Ford 80-year-old running down the streets. He certainly isn't what he used to be, and you can tell that, and I think it affects the action sequences pretty good. But also, a couple of complaints. This has some violence in it, and all Indiana Jones movies has violence in it. The first three Spielberg films, Spielberg wanted to make this as realistic as possible, as much as a fantasy action adventure goes. So you saw blood. When people were getting hit, the blood was coming out of their noses. In Indiana Jones, the guy gets hit with the propeller and blood splatters everywhere. So the violence was very much real, but it was kind of an adventure, action, and for goodness sakes, Temple of Doom. I mean, you see the guy reach into the guy's chest and pull his heart out. This doesn't have any kind of blood violence in it, but it does have a lot of pointing guns, a lot of people getting shot with guns. There was like 2 innocent people that got shot, and it just didn't seem like it was in the spirit of an Indiana Jones movie. So that kind of put a little damper in it for me as well. I think one of the big things that's going to be talked about this film is the ending, and actually I loved it. To me, that was the best part of the whole film, and I'm glad they went there. And it was such a surprise, but I think that kind of embodies the spirit of Indiana Jones. So I love that. But as far as the rest of the movie, listen, I like to rewatch all these other films in the Indiana Jones series, but I'm sad to say that I have no interest in going back and revisiting this film.